So this time, this is just a short, a sharing about instructional supervision and leadership. Then we actually need an MOV for that. So we need to learn how to craft our instructional supervision plan because it's necessary for us to have this one. So this is still under 3.3, teacher performance and feedback. Hopefully, we can improve school heads' instructional leadership and supervisory skills and competencies by crafting an instructional supervisory plan, identify features of the instructional supervisory plan, compare illustrated instructional supervisory tools with one's use of their own division or region. Then you can it's contextualized based on every division office. So if it's not the same, then always follow your division office's supervisory plan. But the principles are the same. We just wanted to delineate apply the principles and approaches of the supervisory skills in implementing the instructional supervisory plan. Welcome, lifelong learners. Welcome to my channel, Learning with Doc Labs, where we learn about research, education, technology, and the law. I am Doc Labs. I am an educational leader, researcher, and law enthusiast. If you wish to grow as an educator, leader, researcher, and as a person, this channel is for you. Start your journey of lifelong learning by clicking subscribe, or if you like exclusive videos of my trainings and webinars in the international and national arena, click join for more specialized content. Remember, learning is fun and making it lifelong is key to a fulfilling life. Start now by clicking subscribe or join. So the school head who may be assisted by it was stated a while ago, diba? We talk about this one. And that's why we need to have this instructional supervisory plan because it's clearly mandated in RA 9155 that we are an instructional leader. Okay, so at the end of the day, you are an instructional leader and you need to ensure, no, you need to have a proof that you are following that because the law has mandated us to do it. So therefore, this is an example of an instructional supervisory plan. This is the wrong header, ha. You need to be compliant to DepED Order 31 Series of 2019. Just look for that. The new header is stipulated there. Okay, so you have here the name of teacher, then level of proficiency, no, or refer to the standard tool that I've shared to you, and then a specific area, category, or performance indicator for coaching. Then planned number observation. Of course, every teacher should have at least four, no, by default, no, as stated by PPST, we need to have four observations. No, by default, every grading should have at least one, but this is usually adjusted by the context and situation through DepEd memorandum. So just always consult with all those. Okay, and of course your name as school head, and then remarks if you have accomplished it or not, or if there are challenges in the time. Okay. So monthly instructional supervisory plan, you also have that monthly. So sample, we can have a KRA base. No, this is suggested. No, uh, here we see teacher to be observed, then grade subject handled, then objective need focus for the instructional supervisory plan. Then approach to be employed. Diba? We have discussed a while ago the employed, the approach that we can employ. Like we can be directive, or we can actually become the opposite if you would want, depending on the proficiency level of the teachers. Then your findings, what happened? Then what are your agreements? Then I would like to add, if you can put their signature here, the better. Your signature, the teacher, and the signature of the school head, then the better the thing is. Okay? So again, you need to revisit, no, that focusing teaching and learning is all about people effectiveness. And you wanted this is done in order for us to create that so-called holistically developed Filipino teachers. Okay? So that is the end goal of our topic here. Okay? So I think I have already discussed this one to you, diba, a while ago. Okay, so no need for this. Let's just again review the supervisory approaches. So you have directive, di ba? Okay, and then you have collaborative. Already we have defined this one. We have non-directive, wherein we look for, this is for advanced and independent self-directed teachers. And the collaborative is for those who are already at the middle type, no? Highly proficient or, it's proficient teachers, no? So you need to be very sensitive in terms of what particular supervision are you employing. Let me ask you a question. Are you sometimes providing directive supervision to those people who actually needs non-directive supervision? Di ba? So, sometimes there is a misalignment in how we do things. No? Sometimes we let a person who really needs our guidance, you decide. No, we tend to be collaborative with them. When in fact, they should be treated in a directive way. No, directive supervision ang imuhang. The directive supervision should be the approach that you should be employing. Now, if there is a misalignment on how we do things, the end result might be drastic. No, it might be something that might greatly affect how we do it. Can cause conflict because it's not something that you should approach that the supervision with. Okay, so you need to be very sensitive with this. Okay, and you need to take note that again, let me emphasize this one, that distinguish is only for non-directive, highly proficient is for collaborative. So for teacher 3, teacher 1 to 3, no, you are considered proficient. So collaborative dapat. But honestly, no, even those in teacher 1 to 3, there's still others who are at the beginning level. So again, I would like to emphasize that if that's the case, then you have to be directive with them. Okay, by all means, then go ahead and be directive. Okay, so what are the instructional supervisory plan, instructional supervision process and phases you need to follow? So phase one is pre-supervisory classroom visit or observation. So you need to have a plan. You talk about them, and then you try to observe. No, observation here is not observing the teacher while he's performing. You might be passing through his classroom or her classroom, then you make preliminary observations. So you need to plan what are the things that are limited and the weaknesses of that person. And then in phase two, you do your actual observation. And the most important, do not forget the post observation, wherein you talk about what you have observed and then you allow the teacher to really interact and give his reasons, her reasons, for you to have this dialogue with the teacher. Okay? And phase one, you have to start up. The school head make clear the specific purpose of the supervision. Purpose is derived from the expressed need of the teacher, requirement from DepED through specific issuance or memo order. If you can present that to the teacher, the better. The teacher should be informed about the visit. No, should not be surprised. Even PPST or PMS should be you should be informing the teacher. The agenda of the visit is on the preparation for the build-up phase. Then you can also do this, identify the purposes, the teacher support visit. It should be need-based, no? Supply-based. Then you can do diagnostic, such as the COT process, IPCRF as component of the RPMS. Then support for the intervention visit. Okay, so you can do job embedded learning, whatever it is, no? Inform the teacher of the planned visit. You need to inform. Okay, phase two, build up on-site visit. So teacher support to build up the face-to-face interaction of the school and the teacher will happen in this phase. So the activity may include pre-conference, you talk to them, and then you can do actual support activities, just as the following, like diagnostic, formative appraisal observations, support intervention activities, follow-up, walkthrough activity, feedbacking, teacher conversations, then post-conference. Okay? So in phase three, we have disclosure and move on. So you have this exec conference. It is required as a clearinghouse reflection on the supervisory process. So you can integrate this one with the performance commitment and planning, integrated with the performance rewarding and recognition at the end. No, then evaluation, it takes care of the accountability. So you may actually allow the teachers to evaluate the way you supervise them. No, you can use Google Form, etc. Then celebration of teachers showcase. This will acknowledge the effort of the whole learning community for the support of professional development. So please award those who are really very good, and recognize them. Words of praises means a lot and carry them to higher levels of performance if done properly. Okay, do not just praise everything, ha? Nga. almost all the time, just give them praises. No, just go ahead and praise them with the things that is really something that you can say, no, it's worthy of emulation. Because in this sense, you will come across sometimes as very pretentious if you always keep on praising them too much. Okay, so that that is a leadership strategy you can employ. Okay. So you can also connect it to luck. So teacher will support will move on from the supervision to a wider involvement in the luck, where the professional nurturance will continue. So in the beauty in luck is that they can do their interaction with fellow teachers. The transformative leadership role of the supervisor in the professional learning community will be enhanced. So you can do trainings, you can involve them with scholarship and short courses in other countries, right? Or you can do job embedded learning. No, samples for that is study groups, action research, peer teaching, mentoring, walkthrough, conference, case studies. Okay, so this saying from Hawkins and Shawhead, it states supervision is a very important part of taking care of oneself. Staying open to new learning and an indispensable part of the coach's ongoing self-development, self-awareness, and commitment to learning. No, when you do your coaching, please try. You will realize that it's also at the same time a form of improving yourself. It's a form of really ensuring that you will improve. No, so because at the same time when you learn from your teachers, you also learn um, from your interaction. At the same time, you are pushed to improve because, as we all know, when you do coaching, you should be at least one step ahead from your teachers. Okay, so it's your way of taking care of yourself. No, and always remember this, school heads. Just a suggestion in your daily activities. Always remember there are two kinds of activities: those that you do for your daily job, no, as the normal whirlwind activities that you usually do. And the second are those things you do for your future improvement. No, I always divide my task on that. I always spend time looking at how to improve my daily processes in my work, no, to do my work faster so that I can have more time for the upgrading. So just same with your money, no? With your money, you reserve a certain part for your day-to-day activities, no? So that you will also enjoy life. At the same time, you spend another money, preferably 30% or half of it, 30 to 50% of it for your future. Okay? Pero not too much lang, just enough for you to sustain it. This one is for upgrading, for investment, no? So that money will work for you at the background. So same with your time, no, and effort. So spend time upgrading yourself, reading uh, about your profession, or even going to masteral doctoral studies, or going for other courses. No, ako I've commit myself that I will not stop learning. So you can also do the same, but we have different means to do that. No, so if it's a life without a dream anymore, then why call it a life? It's not a life anymore. You have no sense of purpose already. So always find that sense of purpose in whatever you are doing. Okay, so thank you.
Welcome, lifelong learners. Welcome to my channel, Learning with Doc Labs, where we learn about research, education, technology, and the law. I am Doc Labs. I am an educational leader, researcher, and law enthusiast. If you wish to grow as an educator, leader, researcher, and as a person, this channel is for you. Start your journey of lifelong learning by clicking subscribe, or if you like exclusive videos of my trainings and webinars in the international and national arena, click join for more specialized content. Remember, learning is fun and making it lifelong is key to a fulfilling life. Start now by clicking subscribe or join.